We are cautiously encouraged by the announcement by the interim government that it has a potential plan for moving forward with a democratic process and elections, both parliamentary and presidential, and we think that's a good thing. And we call on parties, all parties, to engage in a dialogue about that process and not to, refuse to participate, because we believe, as I said earlier, that the best hope for resolving this crisis is through a process that is inclusive and in which everyone participates. Not a path that will lead to a resolution of this crisis anytime soon. We are calling on all parties in Egypt to resist violence, to protest if you are a protester in Egypt, to protest peacefully. We are calling on the military to use maximum restraint. We are calling on all parties not only to resist violence, but to avoid incitement to violence.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for your patience. I know we are of course encouraged that the interim government has laid out a plan for the path forward. The details of a path back to a democratically elected civilian government are, as we've long said, for the Egyptian people to decide. This process, the amending of the Constitution, which was referenced in the announcement, a referendum on that Constitution, parliamentary elections, and presidential elections should move forward with the maximum possible inclusion and consensus, and we're hopeful that will be how it happens.
Well, under that, I mean, what has taken place is the usurpation of lawful power by military force.
Since the election, events have unfolded on the ground. You're familiar with the concerns expressed by millions of people in Egypt as it related to the rule of President Morsi. This was not happening in a vacuum without concerns from the Egyptian people. And so, of course, we will continue to encourage the Muslim Brotherhood, leaders from that group, to participate in the process. We know this is not going to be an easy process, but that's what we'll continue to encourage.